I heard a great case this morning. Did you know that couples who argue about money are 30% more likely to divorce? The young couple in this case got pregnant, got married, and argued about everything, including money. Here's what they said when they came to divorce court.
Divorce court is now in session.
Mr. and Mrs. Roberson, you two have been married for approximately a year.
Yes, ma'am.
Correct?
Right.
And you have a 1-year-old son, and you're 20 and you're 19. Young. You're already here in divorce court. I'm sorry to see that. I'm probably gonna root for you a little bit, but we'll see when we get there. Why don't I start with you, Mrs. Roberson? Why are we here after only 1 year of marriage?
Because it's like ever since we got married, it seems like everything, my life got cut off.
Okay.
Meaning, like, now I can't have any friends, I can't go anywhere, I can't do anything. And all my friends are bad people now. He's met these people before we got married, and now all of a sudden they're bad people.
So he's got you on lockdown. He put a ring on your finger, and he feels like you ought to stay at home, do nothing. Okay.
Yes.
Does he have the same rules for himself?
I don't feel the way he feels. I feel like he's young. I don't expect him to just sit at home and not do anything. He can go out with his friends, but just do it to a certain extent. You don't go out and do all that different type of stuff like clubs and stuff like that.
Mr. Roberson, what's your version of what's going on? She told me what she thought. Do you feel that Mrs. Roberson should not go out or have any friends or have any fun? Is that your belief with respect to her?
No, Your Honor, I don't. She can have friends and go out and do whatever it is that she wants, but she has to make sure, she's a married lady now, and
Right.
she has a child. She got to make sure everything is all good at home before she can go out and have girl time and do all that good stuff. You know, I don't care about that, but as long as you take care of me and our son and we happy, you good. You can do whatever you please, you know, but...
Does she fall short in that before she goes out?
She falls very short in that.
Give me some examples of where you think she fails to complete her duties as wife and mother before she goes out and hangs out as a friend.
For one, okay, I work from 7 to 5, right? Okay, so that means she's a stay-at-home mom, so she has all day to do, you know, a stay-at-home mom role. That's cook, clean, and take care of our child and all this good stuff. So it's like when I get home, you know, it's supposed to be me and you, you know? When I get home, I don't want no friends or nothing. I just want to see my wife. That's it. I'm tired. I just want to be home with my wife. That's it. And it's just, when I get home, she want to go chill with her friends, or she want to do something else, you know? She ain't feeling me, you know? And I'm like, for real? Why not? You got a man to try and do everything for you to make sure you got everything. And why I get this kind of behavior? I just don't understand.
Mrs. Roberson, he sounds very reasonable to me. Am I misreading it? I mean, I see from him a guy who wants to work hard, come home and chill with his woman, which 90% of the women who come in here say, I want to chill with my man at the end of the day, which 90% of the women say, I wish my man had a job. You know, you got both of those things. Tell me what I'm missing. Why aren't you happy?
Because I feel like he's getting to the controlling part. Like, I do stay at home. I see my friends like twice a week. And other than that, I'm at home with him. But I can't have friends at all. And that's not fair.
When you say twice a week, on what days? Like Friday and Saturday night or any time during the week?
It can be any day of the week.
Any day of the week. And when you say you see your friends, do you guys go out clubbing?
She'll
do they
come over to
and
the
play
house.
cards?
Spend a night.
Does she spend the night?
Okay, that was a problem. She did spend the night a couple of times, but
All the time.
we discussed it and it didn't happen anymore.
Now I'm gonna give her some love here for a moment. It is really hard being home with a 1-year-old all day.
I understand that.
They eat, they cry, they poop. There's no conversation.
And he bad.
I
You know what I mean?
understand all that.
And you're dying for some kind of intellectual stimulation. You know what I mean? By the time my oldest son was 4 months old, my husband looked at me and says, I don't care if I make $1 million a year. He said, you must work because you are a lunatic when I come home after you've been home alone with the baby all day. It can make you crazy.
Yes.
Can you see her need? Because you get to go to work and see and talk to other grown people, right?
Amen.
Conversation, interest, this and that. She doesn't get to do that.
She do. All day on the phone. She texting me while I'm at work. Can my friend come over? Can my friend come over?
So she's getting plenty of contact.
She get plenty.
Okay.
I'm trying to work.
I'm trying to work for you here, Miss Roberson, but he's got a good answer for everything.
I'm trying to work. I'm trying to work and pay bills.
Give me controlling. Give me the control that you say he's exercising that causes you so much grief.
Okay, for example, if I ask for my friends to come over there, we got to go outside. He told me we got to sit outside. It's 100 degrees and we got to sit outside when we got air in the inside. That don't make no sense. Just because he don't like her. He said she a snake in the grass. What does that mean?
Why don't you like her?
Honestly, I work in the heat. It's hot outside and it's hot. So when I get home, I ain't trying to hear a bunch of girl talk. I mean, no disrespect towards our friend or nothing like that. You had all day to do that. Why you want to do it now?
Can your girlfriend come over during the day?
She does, while he's at work.
Okay, when I get home,
then why does she need to be there when he's home?
I don't know.
I got to tell you something. I'm working so hard for you over there, hon, but you're not doing too well. My husband and I got married. He had a friend used to come over 2-3 times a week. I thought I was going to shoot him. You know what I mean? Because we would both work, we'd come home. I don't want to see him and his buddy. I want to see my man. You know what I mean? I had to tell him, I said, you need to tell your little friend, don't come over here 2-3 times a week just because he wants to talk to you.
Okay, but when I ask to go over her house, it's a problem. If I want to go out to eat, it's a problem. So I don't get it either way.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't have a problem with her going out with them. I would prefer her go to them than
them come to you.
Yes, because like when they come at my house, that's in my personal zone and stuff. When I get home, I work, it's chill time. Completely.
I got you. Don't you dare believe what they're telling you about what pretty is. Because pretty is in that soul when it comes out all over you. Divorce isn't easy. If you need help with your breakup, call toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or visit our website at divorcecourt.com. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Divorce Court. I think I understand what both sides of your argument on that, and I think I probably have a resolution for you that I'm going to tell you about a little later, but I want to talk about some other issues to make sure we're still on the same page here. Mr. Roberson, you say you are tired of begging for sex.
Correct.
Why don't you, as gently as possible, explain to me your distress in that area?
Because I'm a 20-year-old man.
Right.
My hormones raging. Like, I shouldn't have to ask or beg or ask twice. Mm-hmm. It shouldn't even have to come out halfway out my mouth. She should know what's up, you know. But it's like I have to go over it a million times. Can we do it? Can we do it? Can we do it? Can we do it? And then after I get that out, it's a debate or it's a set time. Why? Why is it a set time?
Okay, Mrs. Roberson, what is your response to that?
Okay, what he's saying is true, but it is my fault because I don't feel comfortable having sex because of the weight that I gained. I don't feel like I look good enough to just do all that stuff that he wants me to do. He tells me all the time that I'm beautiful, but I just don't see it because I gained so much weight. So that's why we don't have sex as much.
Can I say this to you, Mrs. Roberson? You are absolutely beautiful.
Thank you.
You should see what I see. I think I see what he sees. And I think it's a damn shame that we live in a society that is so body conscious that a woman whose husband looks at her and sees a beautiful woman there that he wants to touch and love, but we have in the magazines and on TV say if you're over a size 10, you are no longer attractive. I think that is a sad, sad thing. You need to learn to love your beauty. Be healthy. If you want to lose weight, lose weight. Do what you need to do there. But don't you dare believe what they're telling you about what pretty is. Because pretty is in that soul and it comes out all over you. And it is, and My son told me, she said, you know, if she's not a size 12, I ain't looking. Under size 12, he's not interested. You know what I'm saying? It's just, skinny isn't pretty. Pretty is who you are and who you have and who loves you. And a good brother loves you. And I think you're beautiful. And don't let them sell you that nonsense, because it's not true. You understand? It is not true. They got lingerie in your size, plenty of it, too. Put it on, get the lights right. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. Get that baby over a friend's house and you make it work. Cause you know what I mean? And I want you to feel as beautiful as you are. Did I get that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Now let me ask you about your approach. Now, women aren't like guys, where you can just, you know, push a starter button and we're ready to roll.
Right.
It's a whole process. We've got oxytocin in there, and we've got to feel okay. Maybe she doesn't feel pretty because she doesn't feel appreciated. Maybe she doesn't feel, you know, not because you don't appreciate her, but because she doesn't feel it or you're not expressing it correctly. Are you
Can I say something
a lovable man all the way through the day? Go right ahead.
Okay, as me expressing my love for her, we could be watching a movie or whatever, I can just come out and say, I love you. Okay, I get a dry, I love you back. But if I get on social media and be like, that's bae right there, so I'm like, oh my God, it's like Christmas for her. But if I sit there and tell out my mouth, it's just simple, I love you, and that's backwards.
Oh. Yeah, and I see what you're saying, and I think you're right, but I think that all has to do with that reflection of image that we have from society, that she feels ugly to the world.
Mm-hmm.
Do
it's
you
like
know
she's
what
trying
that
to please
means?
the world
Yeah,
and me.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to please the world. I just want him to express it more, like on social media, or I mean, yeah, he tells me at home, but I want the world to know
What
too. Like the
social media
world
got
don't
to
know
do with
about
it?
us.
Yeah, I mean, you just told each other some beautiful things right here, that you loved each other and you cared each other. People on social media don't have to be a part of that for it to be beautiful. And in fact, it's more beautiful when they aren't.
When I have money, I make sure I buy him things. I buy my son stuff, and he don't do that. His money is only for him.
If you would like your case to be heard on divorce court, call us toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or log on to our website at divorcecourt.com. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Divorce Court. Mrs. Roberson, you say you two argue about money all the time. What seems to be the problem in that area?
He says when he works for his money, and he can do what he wants with his money. And I don't feel like that's
Not
right.
true.
I feel like he should treat his wife, he should shower me with gifts. I see it's on TV, it's everywhere. That's what husbands do. They take care of their wife. He don't do that.
Oh, you may see it on TV, but that ain't what husbands do. Let me take it, okay? That's a script somebody wrote.
But he don't do anything. Like, why can't you get my hair done? Why can't you buy me a nice shirt? I have to beg for it, and then sometimes I still don't get it. And it's not fair. You can go do stuff for yourself, but you can't do nothing for me. And when I have money, I make sure I buy him things. I buy my son stuff, and he don't do that. His money is only for him.
Your response to that would be?
I'm not a good person with surprise. If she wants something, she gotta ask me for it. If I got it, I will try my best to get it for her. I can't give her something I don't have. I mean, that's honest.
She wants to feel appreciated and beautiful. And she wants to feel like she is all that and a bag of chips. She wants to feel fabulous just a little bit. We all do. And the job of the man in our life is to make us feel fabulous like that. You can just buy a rose. You can do something. Whatever her love language is, you need to speak it. And so it seems to me you're a very practical brother, which is wonderful. I'm a practical chick. But what she needs is to help with her self-esteem. She's alone in the home. She's not bringing in any money. She's not out there in a job going up the ladder or anything. She's with a person that can't talk all day. All he does is poop and cry and cause her trouble. And then she just doesn't feel good. You see what I'm saying? She doesn't feel important. And the one person who can make her feel that way, bam, this brother right here. So when she's going out with the girlfriends, support that as a positive activity, that she's going to go out and have some fun. How you get what you want is giving her what she needs. You with me?
Yes, Sean.
In divorce court, couples tell me everything about their relationships. Want to share your experience? Join the conversation on our Twitter page at Divorce Court. On Facebook, check out other fans and their intimate issues. You know everybody has something to say about love. What's on your mind? Mr. Roberson, I think you're a fabulous guy. Mrs. Roberson, I think you are a tremendous woman. That's why I think it would be a disastrous mistake for you two not to hang in there and keep swinging at what I think could be a beautiful union. And I mean, I really, really do. And what she's asking for you really isn't that much. Don't be annoyed by the fact that she needs to have some outward activity that doesn't involve you. Don't be annoyed by that, because you have that, okay? You're a good brother and you want good things to happen. It's hard to understand people of the opposite gender sometimes because you don't think the same. You with me with that? You're a good guy. Don't lose a good woman just because what she needs doesn't sound practical to you. You with me? It's his job to make you feel like a queen in your own home, but it is also your job to make yourself feel like a person of value and need. You add to yourself. Just because you're a mother and a wife doesn't mean that's the limit of who you are. You've got a brain up there. You're a bright girl. I can tell. I know smart when I see it. So you exercise that. You read books. You become larger. You become greater. You become more fabulous. And then you won't just define yourself by whether or not you look like the cute girls on social media or whether or not he said something about that. And you both have to work as hard as making that happen as the other one. It's 100% your responsibility, and it's 100% your responsibility.
Okay, can I say something?
Yes.
Okay, if we're at home, he's been at work all day, and I've been at home cleaning and taking care of the baby. When he get home, I think he should help me with the baby. He don't help with him at all.
Oh, he should, absolutely. You should.
Like if I ask him
Because motherhood is a 24/7, 365 job. Your job is what, 60 hours a week? Hers is much longer than that. And a break from that is quite necessary. And it should be not a job to you, but it should be a joyful bringing together of father and child that child will benefit from the rest of his life. You see what I'm saying?
Yes,
So it's not, I'm a dude, this is what I do. It's like, I'm a dude, you my little dude. And you and little dude do little dude things together when you get home.
Yeah, that's what I'm
He'll remember
saying.
that forever. He'll cherish it. He'll be strong because of it. It'll change who he is. And you will get joy out of it. Your different hormones will be expressed. You know, you do when you touch people and love and hug, different hormones happen. To you and to her, you might actually get some.
He feel.
It's a very sexy thing watching a man loving on his baby. Very sexy.
Okay, he does that. Like he.
Now, will you quit complaining? I have been over here working for you for a half an hour now. I'm trying to tell you how to get what you want. Brother over here is listening. It won't work all at once. But if you do what I ask you to do, if you do 50% of it, you can make it work. Do you understand what I'm saying? You know, get home, watch a tape of this, run it over and over and again, and make it work for that baby, because I love you both. And I want you to be happy. You know what I'm saying? This matter is adjourned. Elexus and Bradley are two good people that got caught on the opposite sides of the gender divide. And I understand it. It's difficult sometimes for men to understand women and women to understand men. But if you don't remember anything else, you should always remember this. Men need applause when they least deserve it, and women need love when they're the least lovable.